fury, declaring that humans have killed her pet beast and stolen her treasure. Her forked tongue flicks out as she vows that she has memorized their scent, plotting her revenge. The story returns to the city, where Ye Chuan is seen walking down a street with the stolen spirit weapon on his back. He arrives at a shop that buys and sells beast materials at high prices. Inside, he tells the female shopkeeper he wants to sell some beast materials and places the silver-horned rhinoceros horn on the counter. The shopkeeper is surprised that someone of his build could capture a silver-horned rhinoceros and offers him 10,000 for the horn. Ye Chuan is stunned by the amount. He quickly calculates that his father only earns 100 for slaughtering one pig, meaning this horn is worth the pay for killing 100 pigs. As this sinks in, his eye catches something on display. He points to a gleaming item in a glass case and asks if 10,000 is enough to buy it. The shopkeeper smiles, commenting on his good eye. She explains the item is a golden scale soft armor forged from the scales of a fire serpent. She praises its defensive power and ability to keep the wearer warm. However, she regretfully informs him that it costs 150,000. Ye Chuan is shocked again, exclaiming that his father would have to slaughter 1,500 pigs to earn that much, which confuses the shopkeeper. Thinking quickly, Ye Chuan asks if he could trade for it. He places the spirit weapon he took from Liu Jing Long on the counter, startling the shopkeeper, who recognizes it as a yellow-rank spirit weapon. She enthusiastically agrees to the trade, stating it is more than enough. She quickly fits him with the new armor, remarking that it seems custom-made for him. Internally, the shopkeeper is intrigued. She reasons that for a young man to have so many valuable items, he must have a high-level combat profession. She decides that if she can seduce this fool, she might not have to worry for the rest of her life. Putting her plan into action, she gets very close to him, adjusting the armor. She tells him there is usually a 10,000 handling fee for the exchange, but since he is so handsome, she will waive it. From Ye Chuan's perspective, the woman has transformed into a blushing, seductive pig person. She leans in close and asks him his profession. Completely oblivious, he bluntly replies that he is a pig butcher. The shopkeeper is left speechless, stammering, "A pig? Butcher?" The story returns to the Ye family home. Ye Chuan presents the glowing blood crystal twin flower to his mother. She is stunned, recognizing the rare item and questioning how he got it. Her shock turns to suspicion. She sternly confronts her son, accusing him of stealing the flower. Ye Chuan denies it, making up a story about seeing two giant snakes fighting and finding the flower on the ground. His mother is not amused. She pinches his cheek, scolding him for being a stinky kid and for going to such a dangerous place. She reminds him of the risks, questioning how a simple family of pig butchers could handle trouble in the wilds. She forbids him from ever going again. Ye Chuan meekly agrees, promising not to be so reckless in the future. From the doorway, his father, Ye Yuan, overhears and erupts in proud laughter. The moment is shattered when an aggressive voice shouts from outside, demanding that Ye Yuan come out. Ye Yuan opens the door to find two intimidating men. The leader, a man with spiky red hair, confronts him, accusing his son of stealing his own son's spirit weapon. Ye Yuan is taken aback, recognizing the man as Liu Xing. He tries to calm the situation, nervously addressing the man as Brother Liu, and suggesting there must be a mistake. Ye Yuan's internal thoughts reveal that Liu Xing was a childhood playmate who is now a well-known 6th-rank transcendent. Because of their different social statuses, they had grown apart. He continues to plead, explaining that his son is just a simple pig butcher and couldn't possibly steal a spirit weapon. His defense is cut short when Liu Jing Long steps out from behind his father and points at Ye Chuan, who has just entered the room, shouting that he is the one who took his weapon. Liu Xing confronts his old acquaintance mockingly, asking why he can't even educate his own son properly. He states that he has already confirmed the story with Principal Zhao Ming and only came after being certain of the facts. He then demands that Ye Yuan ask his son directly if the accusation is true. Visibly distressed, Ye Yuan turns to Ye Chuan, who looks away with a stressed expression. With sweat on his brow, he asks his son what really happened. Ye Chuan does not shy away from the truth. He looks directly at Liu Xing and explains that his son tried to kill him. He says he only took the sword in retaliation and that Liu Jing Long got off easy. Liu Jing Long furiously denies this, shouting that he only wanted to spar. Ignoring his son's outburst, Liu Xing offers a solution. He tells Ye Chuan that out of respect for his father, he is willing to drop the matter if he simply returns the sword. However, Ye Chuan bluntly replies that the sword has already been sold. The revelation sends a shockwave through the room. Liu Xing, Liu Jing Long, and even Ye Yuan are left utterly stunned and speechless. The news that the sword has been sold leaves Liu Xing, Liu Jing Long, and Yaan completely stunned. Recovering from the shock, Liu Xing's face becomes angry. He tells Yaan that since the sword is gone, he will have to pay for it, demanding a huge sum of 1 million. Yaan tries to reason with him, pointing out that 1 million is too much and that a spirit weapon of that quality is only worth about 200,000. Liu Xing is not interested in talking. He unleashes a scary himself. Moved by his father's words, Yaan decides he must get his new spirit weapon made as quickly as possible. He believes that once he is stronger, Liu Xing will no longer be a threat. However, just as the immediate problem seems to be handled, his mother looks at him with suspicion. She asks him if he is hiding something. She points out how precious the blood crystal twin flower is, and questions how a simple pig butcher like him could have gotten such a rare treasure, showing she is worried about her son's secrets. Deciding he can no longer hide the truth, Yaan makes a difficult confession. He tells them that he is not normal, leaving both his parents looking shocked and concerned. His mother, completely misunderstanding, jumps to a surprising conclusion. With wide, worried eyes, she asks her son if his secret is that he does not like women. The suggestion leaves Yaan with an annoyed, deadpan expression. Trying to be a supportive parent, his mother gently pats his cheek and tells him she is very open-minded. She says it is fine if he likes men and encourages him to pursue his own happiness, while his father nervously agrees in the background. His father then adds the confusing advice that it's fine as long as he stays away from him, leaving Yaan completely baffled. Frustrated, Yaan clarifies that he does not like men or women. He finally explains the real truth. He has a mental illness that causes him to see every living creature as a pig. The scene immediately shifts to his perspective, confirming his words as his parents now appear as two shocked-looking pig people. A sudden, earth-shattering realization hits Yaan. He grabs his son by the shoulders, his mind racing. He excitedly points out that since Yaan is a pig butcher and sees every living creature as a pig, it must mean that he can slaughter any living thing as if it were just a pig. Still held by his father, Yaan gives a simple, confirming nod. His mother, now understanding the incredible meaning of this, turns to her husband. She asks if this means that their son's profession is, in reality, a combat type. With absolute certainty and a new sense of pride, Yaan confirms that it is. With the truth revealed, Yaan's entire attitude changes. He tells his son, Yaan, to come with him, deciding it is time to teach him some of his real skills. Under the dark, moonlit sky, he leads Yaan up a long mountain path. He explains that after many years of slaughtering pigs, he created his own unique pig-slaying knife technique. He plans to pass this skill on to his son so that he will have a way to protect himself if his life is ever in danger. Yaan is confused. He reminds his father that he has already caused the family to fall into a debt of 1 million and questions why his father would still want to teach him anything. Yaan turns to his son with a serious expression, stating that while 1 million is a lot of money, it is far less important than his son's safety. His lesson begins with a simple idea. The greatest principles are simple, and the same applies to slaughtering pigs. Holding his cleaver with an expert grip, he tells Yaan to watch carefully, as he will only teach him 3 moves. As they